Hey guys, welcome to AnimeLove. Before we start with today's video, if you want to see more videos like these, then be sure to leave a like on the video and comment down below. Also, if you're not subbed to the channel already, feel free to do so. Now on to the intro, and let's get started with today's video. Castelvania is a Netflix original horror anime series adapted from the popular video game franchise of the same name. Animated by Powerhouse Animation, Castelvania is one of the slickest looking anime titles available on Netflix. While many anime fans prefer sub over dub, this series has arguably one of the best English dub casts available. The series has fast become one of the most in-demand originals on Netflix, and while there are long gaps between seasons, they're well worth the wait. In a post on Warren Elias's company blog, he spoke about the viewership of Castlevania Season 3, saying, "Season 3's popularity was an order of magnitude over that of Season 2, and Season 2 was popular enough to get us to Season 3. He also added that, "Shows tend to get a little attrition in the third season, and it was, quote, unusual to see the audience actually rise by multiple factors." There was plenty for fans to digest at the end of the third season. Here's what you can expect to see in the fourth season. Do note that the next section contains heavy spoilers. Only a month had passed since the defeat of his father, Dracula, but loneliness begins to take hold of Alucard. It doesn't take long before he has visitors, Taka and Sumi, former slaves of the vampire lord Cho. After spending several days with the pair, teaching them how to fight vampires and showing them the secrets of the Belmont Hold, Alucard grows close to Taka and Sumi. After an extremely intimate encounter, the pair betray Alucard, assuming that the Dhampir was hiding secrets by not teaching them magic. Before Taka and Sumi can strike a killing blow, Alucard uses his magical sword to slit their throats. To dissuade others from trying to enter the castle, Alucard impales the corpses of Taka and Sumi on spikes, just like his father did in the past. Alucard is incredibly distrustful of strangers and isolates himself. While the Dhampir doesn't have the same weakness as full vampires, he has one weakness: his humanity. He has already shown that he hates being lonely, but the betrayal by Taka and Sumi breaks his heart. Perhaps this event causes Alucard to embrace more of his vampire nature, which is bad news for the people of Wallachia. We all saw it coming, but sadly, Hector didn't. After his capture by Carmilla, Hector is taken to her stronghold in Styria, where the Council of Sisters resides. While his treatment is at first poor, one of the sisters, Lenore, takes care of him, albeit for nefarious means. Lenore is tasked with convincing the Forge Master to build an army for the sisters, so they can enact Carmilla's plan of expanding their territory 800 miles east towards Braiala. Obtaining the territory would keep the sisters well stocked with humans for food and potential soldiers. By successfully seducing Hector, Lenore tricks him into becoming her pet, believing that he couldn't handle freedom, and this was what he always wanted. Hector has no choice but to obey, after being tricked into wearing a slave ring. The Forge Master also has to obey Lenore's sisters, as they have the rings to control Hector too. With Hector now under the Council of Sisters' control, he must start forging a new army of night creatures. Once the army is ready, the sisters will start their aggressive expansion east towards Braiala. It's more than likely they'll come into contact with Isaac and his army, not to mention Trevor Belmont and Sypha Belnades. One of Dracula's last acts before his death was to save his second Forge Master, Isaac. Despite his master's death, Isaac still sees it as his responsibility to carry out Dracula's wishes and bring about the end of humanity, and ultimately kill Hector for his betrayal. Isaac's teeny force of night creatures eventually amasses into a huge legion after coming into contact with various different human settlements. On multiple occasions, he gives humans a chance to live, if they show him the kindness and respect to let his forgers pass through unabated. But the settlements feel his wrath if challenged. By the season's end, Isaac discovers a mirror that can take him and his army directly to Styria. Determined to kill Hector, his huge army will face the Council of Sisters. In the town of Lindenfield, Trevor and Sypha, with the help of Saint Germain the Judge's forces, were able to stop the Priory from bringing Dracula back from hell. Even though the pair were successful in stopping the resurrection of the Vampire Lord, it came with a cost. The Priory sacrifices a huge number of villagers to enact their plan, practically destroying all of Lindenfield in the process. Trevor and Sypha's faith in humanity is shaken when they discover that their ally, the judge, was a monster in his own right. His precious apple tree is a trap for children, a small pleasure the judge secretly enjoys. Impaling the children on spikes, he steals their shoes as trophies. As Trevor and Sypha leave the town of Lindenfield, the former told his lover this was the life he was used to. There's every chance that Trevor and Sypha could return to Dracula's castle to seek out Alucard. But with Alucard becoming more and more like his father each day, will he welcome his old friends with open arms? Or will he feel they abandoned him when he needed them most? Alucard is starting to look more like the next big bad, forcing himself and his old friends to come to blows. Sypha Belnade's actress, Alejandra Reynoso, recently discussed the 4th season with CBR and has revealed that the upcoming season is going to be amazing. She had the following to say: "In regards to season 4, the only thing I can say is there is one because Netflix has said as much. It's coming and it's going to be amazing. I can say that. The team at Powerhouse Animation Studios is hard at work, and the ship is being led by some talented and amazing individuals." Reynoso went into further detail, complimenting the talent at Powerhouse Animation Studios, and expressed her delight at the recent renaissance of animation in the West. The previous release dates for seasons of Castlevania have been July 7, 2017, October 26, 2018, and March 5, 2020. In between seasons 1 and 2, respectively, there were a total of 15 months. As for the gap between seasons 2 and 3, it took a whopping 17 months. Following this format, we expect to see Castlevania return between June and August of 2021. Regardless of when it comes, we can expect ourselves to get blown away. What do you guys think? Leave us a comment down below. Well, alright guys, that's all for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, well, you already know what to do. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
I'm armed with a stick.